Hey my Sky Savers, welcome back to my channel, or welcome. I'm Kim and this is World of Sky, a world for women and moms looking to save money and get the most bang for your buck. And today we are talking all about tips that will help you in organizing your couponing stockpile. Learning to coupon can be so much fun. It's so much fun. I love teaching people how to coupon. When I first started, I was so excited and I was couponing all the time. You don't realize how quickly you will build up a stockpile of coupon goodies, and you need to know how to store them properly so that you're getting the most use out of them, things aren't going bad, and you're not wasting any time, product, or money. I didn't know these things when I first started. I was kind of winging it when I first started over 10 years ago, and so I've learned some things, okay? I have learned some things throughout my couponing years that I want to share with you on how you can keep your couponing stockpile organized. Before we jump into the video, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel if you have not done so already. Trust me, girl, your purse, your wallet, your bank account, it will thank you. It will thank you. So a good couponer should have a good routine on how to manage their stockpile. What's coming in, what's going out, what's where, how much, all of those good things. You want to be able to manage them. And over time, having a streamlined process of managing your stockpile is only going to benefit you. It will benefit you tremendously because you will be able to A, use all the products up before they expire. B, have a clear idea of your stockpile inventory, which is obviously very, very important. And C, you can easily identify what items you would like to donate. So today I follow these steps in managing my stockpile. Let's go ahead and break it down. Number one, you want to put the newest items that you have in the back. Okay, so you want your newest items in the back. This will allow you to follow the FIFO method, so the first in, first out method. You want to follow this method to ensure that the older items are getting used first and before they expire. So let's say that you did a big couponing haul in January, you bought a ton of toothpaste. Okay, cool. You go home, you load it onto your shelves, and you let it sit there on your shelves, of course, using it if you need to. Let's say April has rolled around. Now you're ready to do another big couponing haul for toothpaste. So you get a bunch of toothpaste in April. You don't want to load the April toothpaste to the front of the shelf. You actually want to slide the January toothpaste forward and put your April toothpaste behind the January toothpaste. Okay, that way when you're going to your stockpile, or your kids, your husband, your friends, your family, because everybody's going to want to go to your stockpile. Watch and see. Everyone's going to want to go shopping. They think it's a free store. If you have enough to give, just give it to them. But anyway, when someone goes to grab the stuff off the shelf, then they'll grab what's in front, okay? And that's what you want them to do, because those are the older products in front. And we want to use those up before they expire. The second tip to keeping your stockpile organized is to put the smaller items, or the items that are kind of like awkwardly shaped, put them into smaller bins and containers. Okay, so something similar to this. This is just one of these small Sterilite containers. I think it's probably $1 little container with a lid on it. It's clear so I can see what's actually in the container, and this happens to be a bunch of razors that I have gotten from couponing, of course. So by doing this, you are able to store things, like I said, that are awkward or they're smaller. And then you can store more of those things inside of the container and keep them from getting lost. It also makes it easier to stack them, because these are good for stacking. So you can stack one on top of the other. It makes everything nice and pretty. Things aren't falling over or tipping over and going everywhere. Okay, so the bins really help with those smaller products or those awkward size products. Like I said, razors are a great example. They are packaged funky because of the shape of them. And so they're hard to, you can't really like stack these on a shelf one on top of the other. So it's better to put them in a bin. And like I said, I like the bins with the lids on them. You don't have to use them, but the ones with the lids allow you to stack your items up and create more space. Okay, so if you're still with me and you're enjoying this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It definitely helps me out. And side note, of course you need items to stockpile in your stockpile, right? So make sure that you check out this video where I talk all about what items to stockpile first. I give you the stock up prices. Check it out, it's good, okay? The third tip that I have is to put your heavier items on the bottom. This is especially if you have like plastic shelves. If you have more of a metal or a wood shelving unit that you're storing all of your stockpiling items on, those are more durable than the plastic shelves. I personally have the plastic shelves because they're easier to take down and move around when I get in a mood and want to move my stockpile. I know it's strange, but that is who I am. It is what it is. This is for my other fellow couponers that have plastic shelving units. Make sure you're putting your heavier items on the bottom. So that's items like laundry detergent. These little babies, they add up and they get pretty heavy. Also, mouthwash, heavy, again, heavy item. Body wash or lotions, things of this size, they have a good weight to them. So when you start adding 10, 20, 30, 40 of these items onto one shelf, if you add them to the middle, your shelf may start to kind of like dip and sink a little bit, and we don't want that because it just makes everything slide to the center. Things do not stay nice and organized, and you kind of have damaged that shelf, if you will. So I've been there, done that. Put your heavier items on the bottom. The fourth tip that I have is to stick a notepad with a pen to your stockpile shelf. This way you can jot down any items that are kind of getting low in your stockpile that you want to start keeping an eye out for some good deals that are coming up. Okay, so you want to manage kind of like your inventory. Now, what's considered low, right, is relative to you and what you consider low. Some people consider themselves running low if they've hit like only 15 of an item. Some people will say that they're running low if they only have 5 things left. Whatever low is to you, right? Because all of us couponers are different, right? We're different, and we accept different and diverse on this channel, okay? So whatever your low threshold is, have your notepad and your pen or your sticky notes right there so you can write down what it is that you need to be shopping for. The fifth tip that I have is that you want to go through and clean out your stockpile at least once a year. It is better probably if you can do it twice a year, but I know that's not feasible for everyone, but at least make sure that you are cleaning it out once a year. Go through the items, get rid of anything that is expired. If you have things that are close to expiring that you know you will not get a chance to use, please, please, please donate those items to someone else, friends, family, local food shelters, women's crisis centers. Donate it to someone else that can use it before it goes bad. Even better, if you have items that you know you want to donate, keep them in a separate bin. So if you get like a larger plastic bin, put that right next to your stockpile and then just toss in anything that you're not going to use. So maybe there's a product that you picked a bunch of those things up and they didn't work. They just didn't work for you and your family. That does happen. And so you're not going to use the rest of that product. Take everything else that you have sitting on your shelves in your stockpile and put it in the donation bin. That way, once the bin gets filled up, you can donate it. Also, if you've picked up some items that you know you're not going to use, but they were too good of a deal to pass up. So, i.e. they were free or they were a money maker, so you had to grab them. Instead of putting those things in your stockpile when you get home, go ahead and put those things in the donation bin, right? Don't even waste your time or energy putting them on the shelves and then later you're going to have to take them off because you know it's just something that you're not going to use. You know what I mean? So if you saw a good deal on pet food and you don't have any pets, like go ahead and put the pet food in the donation bin. You can also use that notepad that we talked about attached to your stockpile to jot down and notate your last donation date, just so you're aware of how often you're donating. Make sure that you're getting a receipt for your donation, and then maybe you can use that as a write-off. Okay, so these are 5 tips that you needed to know. Trust me, I've been there, I've done that. These tips will help you and your stockpile stay organized, okay? Get the most out of those couponing items. We want to make sure that they are getting used, not expiring, before we have a chance to use them. Because if that happens, you have wasted your money, okay? And we don't waste money around here. Before you go and start organizing your stockpile, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here. I do upload new videos every single week and they're pertaining to saving you money in some fashion. That is it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you and I will see you in my next video. Happy saving!